Maybe it's a coincidence. Maybe it's stalking. Maybe it's paranoia.
Oh.
But when the same strangers keep showing up at every stop you make along a lonely country road, you start to wonder if you're imagining things or if you need to be prepared for if you're not. Especially when the person next to you keeps saying that it's just your anxiety talking and maybe you should start taking your meds again. I'm Samantha.
I'm Jeffy.
And this is the Spooky Frog Podcast. So we're talking about To Cut a Man by Justin Holley, which is a psychological thriller. And it's what happens when your instincts tell you something is wrong and nobody else believes you. So it's really fun. It's a totally different direction than we've gone with most of the books that we've done.
I love this.
So, this is one where, Justin Holley, the author, he was at the very first Spooky Frog Book Fair.
Okay.
And when I was talking to him...
What up, OG?
I know. Hi, Justin.
Hey.
I just did not have time to contact him, so this will be a surprise for him.
Ooh.
Hey, buddy.
Sneaky surprise.
I know. So, but when I was talking to him at the book fair about his work, he said, well, do you like supernatural? Do you like paranormal? Or do you like it when the humans are the monsters? And I said, definitely when the humans are the monsters. Because to me, that's like way scarier.
Sure.
So that's why he recommended this one.
Sure.
So what is really, really cool about this is you've got kind of this dichotomy between, hey, am I overreacting?
Mm-hmm.
Am I just not taking my meds enough? Am I being paranoid? Am I not being polite enough? Should I just be more polite? And that's a theme that comes up here quite a bit too.
Where's this book based?
This is in Michigan.
Okay.
Yeah. So actually...
Is he a Michigan man?
Yes. So it is the Cass Lake chain of lakes.
Okay.
Yeah. So he likes to be in the woods. And that's where this takes place. It is a couple that is going on a vacation, just to go to a little bed and breakfast in the woods by these lakes, do a little hiking, do a little, smoke a little something, drink a little bit, have some wine,
Sure,
and just relax for the weekend. And we have two main characters, which is Annette, which is our female main character. That is our definite overarching, main person.
Mm-hmm.
And then her boyfriend, Sebastian. It's Minnesota, not Michigan. I don't know what I'm talking about. Minnesota.
Okay.
It's been a long day.
Not the oven.
Not the oven. Not the oven mitt.
Not the oven
It's
mitt.
the other one.
It's the other one.
The one with the casseroles.
Casseroles.
The one with the hot dish.
Hot dish.
Hot dish. And all the lakes. No, so Annette and Sebastian, they're going on this vacation. She has made a decision that she doesn't want to take some of her medication on this vacation.
And what is this medication for? Specifically for anxiety?
So it's for PTSD.
Okay.
And so it brings a whole nother element into this story. And that's where it becomes, instead of just a paranoia, stranger danger story, it becomes this other element of, hey, am I just being weird?
Yeah.
Is it just me? And then you have Sebastian, who is very polite and, no, it's okay. These people are just doing this. Those people are just doing this. Just be nice. Just come talk to these people. And that's where it adds in another element too. So I really like the fact that it is playing on, hey, do we believe ourselves? Do we believe each other? So think about when you have been on a trip with somebody, and if you get an instinct about something and you feel like, hey, something's not right here, does the person next to you automatically go, oh yeah, that must not be right? Or do they sometimes go, no, that person's fine. They're just, they're just looking in their pockets. They're not looking to pull a weapon on you.
Right.
So that's what we have going on here. What I thought was neat about this book is that there are so many, not necessarily subplots, but there's so much going on at every level. So you take what could have been a very traditional, like, hey, we've got a couple, there's conflict, they have to overcome it, and then we're done, blah, blah, blah. And you have all these different layers of things. So I was very, very excited.
I mean, this is the kind of book that really makes you think about how deep the well goes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Annette has some trauma in her background.
Mhm.
And I like this book talks about trauma and PTSD and the results of that and the treatment of that in a very different way that I think is traditional. So if you look back historically on how
Women have been treated
mental illness in general.
through hysteria
Right.
and all of that.
Right. I mean,
Although they used to give women cocaine and
well,
rub their clitoris. So,
this
I
is
mean,
true.
was it
Yeah. Like,
how bad was it?
okay, but then
I'm
think
s
about, no, I'm just,
devil's advocate here.
I'm going to contrast that with why the chainsaw was invented. And we can think about, like, I
Look,
don't
if
know,
somebody wants to rub my clitoris
you
and give
know,
me cocaine, all right?
you are, you
I
don't
am
need,
cocaine,
don't
all
take no
right? I
stimulants for
am the
you
chainsaw.
at all. Yes. But no, not just women in general, but,
This was a joke, by the way.
yes,
These are jokes.
yes,
Waka waka. Like,
yes.
obviously, there are serious problems with mental health
Yes,
and the
and
way that
that's
women were treated
well, and
throughout history.
yes,
I mean, let's just take mental health out of it. There's a problem with how women were
yes.
treated throughout history.
Well, there's a reason we have the term gaslighting
Sure.
because of the movie Gaslight from the
Yeah.
1940s.
Yeah.
And so mental health, when we talk about it in film and in literature, it was very traditionally a way of making your narrator weak
Mhm.
and making them sometimes a joke or just really poo-pooing anything that they did and making them the victim in a way and
Right.
somebody powerless. And this book does not do that.
Sure.
It does take on themes. It does go over gaslighting. So there is that, but it addresses it in a much more modern and more empowering way, where Annette is the type of character where she is not taking anything anymore. She is not taking anyone's opinion other than her own. She is
Mhm.
trusting her own instincts. She's not going to allow anybody to tell her that what she's experiencing isn't real or tell her
Is
that
there a
she's
specific
overreacting.
catalyst in the beginning of the book that makes that
No,
determination?
so we actually find out more details as we go on through the book. So we
Okay, so
find out
that'd be
more
kind
of
of a
it.
spoiler?
Yeah.
Alright.
So we go through some of her origin story and why she ends up being the character that she is, why she's taking medication. She was in treatment for a while due to an incident
Mm.
when she was younger. So you can read into that what you want. You find out more details about that as the book goes on. I can't spoil
I
that.
do love that kind of book. I
Yeah,
do.
you learn more.
Pollock did one, Invisible Monsters.
I
That
haven't
was
read that.
oh,
I know you're a
man.
Pollock fan. So.
I'll throw you that book as you leave,
Yeah.
and I know you now read the work. Well, if you could fit this one in during one of our movie nights,
You know what?
uh,
That's actually the movie thing has allowed me to have a little bit more time to devote to some of these things. Like I do need to get to Jason Davis gave me an advanced copy of the sequel to Bookmail.
sure.
So it's still in the works. So it's not fully done yet.
Mhm.
So this is, a copy that I need to read and then just, give any feedback on. So I need to do that because I'm gonna have to narrate that one
Sure.
in this year.
That's exciting.
But I've actually gotten to tackle some books that I otherwise wouldn't have been able to. So, and I made you watch Only Lovers Left Alive, so it's
You
only
did.
fair that you give me something and assign me something. So,
Yeah, I'll give you a book. You gave me a movie, I'm giving you a book.
yes, I'll work that
Invisible
out.
Monsters is not horror, but it is not horror.
You know
In
what?
a way, you could say that some of the things happen in there are
I'm
pretty
I
horrifying.
am a fan of books that aren't technically horror, but do fit that genre. So, Geek Love. I'm going to point out Geek Love.
Sure.
It's up on our shelf here.
Yep.
That is a classic.
Mhm.
There's serious horror elements to that.
Sure.
Nick Cave's book, which I plan to do,
Mhm.
that one, it's a Southern Gothic, but
Sure.
it is definitely like if you made that
Horror
into
adjacent.
yeah, horror Jason. Horror
Horror
Jason.
adjacent.
If
That's
you
where I usually am. Horror adjacent.
I am a horror for horror.
Hey!
If you took that book, if you took Nick Cave's book and the first one, and made it into a movie, it would be categorized as a horror movie.
Sure.
There's kinda elements almost of, that episode from X-Files Home.
I'd say that if they did Invisible Monsters, which I don't know that they would do, I know that he had a bunch of other movies that were lined up after Fight Club.
Yeah.
Which I mean, I'm sure that this is a very popular thing to say, but he has better books than Fight Club.
Yeah.
Like, the 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 kind of villainizing of, consumerism
Yeah.
is fantastic message, but Invisible
But
Monster
not
is
in the
all about
way that
beauty.
hipsters did it.
Right.
And Only Lovers Left Alive.
Right. Well, no, and I get where they're coming from. Don't get me wrong. I just think it's in the most obnoxious way possible. Oh my god.
Yeah, yeah. I still
Get
like the
outta
movie,
here.
but
Yeah,
so
it's
there
very pretty.
oh, yeah. And, I think Fight Club is part of the downfall of a lot of modern
Well,
stuff.
girls watched it and were like, "Yeah, I want everything out of a cabinet
Yeah.
or a catalog," and I'm like, "That's, like, literally the opposite of the story."
Right. People take that movie, and that book the wrong way, mostly the movie, and then also, like American Psycho, they take that the wrong way as well. Starship Troopers is another one where the movie
Sure.
was very satire. Um,
Yeah, American Beauty.
Right, yes.
Hold on. I'll tell you, if you ever wanna check on your friend, watch American Beauty with them and see how they respond.
See how uncomfortable they get?
Yeah. Well,
Or
there's
not?
2 movies out there that I like to watch with men that I am going to spend time with.
Okay. I
Falling
like this
Down.
that you're like, "Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Because you know my
The
feelings.
litmus test is real, right? There's like, okay,
Falling
let's
Down is one of my litmus tests as well, but
exactly.
I think in slightly different ways, so
Mhm.
but yeah.
I just wanna know what your take on it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I know we've talked about that
Oh, yeah,
obviously,
yeah.
but
We're not gonna rehash our nobody wants to listen to our rehashing of our very
visit.
lengthy argument about falling down.
Right.
We could do that over and over and over again, but I think you make a good point that there are definitely examples where you can make it a litmus test. People have taken things such the wrong way
Yeah.
and twisted it into
Mhm.
something that it can
The Joker.
The Joker is a perfect example.
The Joker.
Every single person that has a profile picture that is Joker
It's problem.
is problematic.
Problem.
That is the best polite way of
Red
putting
flag.
it. Yes, that is
Hey, take a look at that circus over there.
it is not a circus, this is just a red flag. Like the big flag guy, like
There
he's got the big red
when
flag.
there's that many red flags, sometimes it feels like a circus.
Well,
Yeah.
sometimes you sign up for a circus. Though.
Yeah, sometimes I wanna buy the
Sometimes
ticket.
Right, sometimes I wanna see the freak show, and
Yeah.
sometimes I just want to, you know, slightly participate. Sometimes you just gotta, like, play the little carnival games. Just for a little while, and then you go home. You
Sure.
have a hot dog, and then you go home. You don't stay in the red flag zone.
Sure. So she's going through all of this. Her paranoia is kinda being downplayed,
Yes.
right? She's being dismissed.
She is being
That's
dismissed.
that's very odd for a woman to feel
But what's
dismissed.
interesting about this is Sebastian is the type of partner that he is yes, he's going to try and check her of
Yeah.
like, "Hey, are you sure this is just because you haven't taken this medication?" But also fully supporting her decision to take it as long as she is being smart about it,
Sure.
which is a difference where he's like, "If you think you're doing okay right now,
Mhm.
I am okay with that too. But I'm going to monitor the situation and keep the dialogue going along the way," which is what makes this so very different. And especially coming from a male writer,
Sure.
I find really fascinating that, he's giving this perspective of she's not necessarily crazy
Right.
and she should be trusted, even though she's making some kind of poor decisions in some ways.
Yeah, what is the quote? Just because you're
Marcus
paranoid.
Parks.
Yeah.
Oh, Marcus, or no, I was thinking your mental health is not your fault, but it is your responsibility. But just because you're paranoid doesn't mean that I'm not watching you.
Yeah.
Something like that.
exactly.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's the situation we end up in here too. So
Right.
it does come from, am I just paranoid? But what happens if I'm not?
Right.
Am I prepared for that eventuality? And that's what's fun too. So we get this fun prepper element.
Sure.
And that's, I secretly love some prepper stuff. Like,
I actually do too.
yeah.
One of the things I love looking at is those 1950s, like the deluxe, like
Yes, bunkers.
Fallout bunkers.
Yes.
Yeah,
I want like an underground thing where it's got all of like those 50s colors going.
for sure.
And it's got like fake trees underground and stuff.
I mean, that's half the reason that I play Fallout is like this it's this video game, for those that don't know, it's this video game that's all about 1950s culture that just kind of stopped. They just made a television show about
Oh,
it.
yeah, I watched the first episode.
It was pretty good.
We watched the first episode.
It was fine.
It was fine.
It was fine.
It was fine.
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't have complaints, but I wasn't super into it either. So
the story's
I thought the plot had a decent premise, but it just wasn't something. I mean, I don't watch a lot of series except for
Sure.
we did watch all of the X-Files again.
I need you to watch Silo. You're not going to. But I need you
You know, it's
to.
hysterical. It's like we have these things where you're never going to read some of the things I want you to read. I am never going to watch some of the things you want me to watch.
Yeah.
And that is our life.
Yes.
And that is our
But I'll tell you, I know you well enough, and now we've talked enough about media and books.
I could try and check it out.
Oh, check out that first
Okay.
episode, and I tell you,
You made me
you're gonna
watch
be on episode
Pluribus.
10. Yeah.
You made me watch Pluribus, and I have to admit, we loved that.
Yeah.
We really loved it. The first episode, I was not impressed. I did not like the
But
first.
same.
Really?
I was like, eh.
Yeah, I was
And
like,
then,
this-
and I was like, another zombie. You know, like,
Right,
that was
right,
where I
right,
was at.
right.
I'm like,
that's where I was
And then
at
I got
too.
past it because, you know, my partner was like,
Yeah.
And I was
But
like,
it's good.
Yeah.
She was right. You were right. Vindicated. So if she actually listens to this at any point, you were right.
Vindicated.
I do love when, like, I'm right about something at home. It's like,
So let's talk about preparedness culture for a minute.
Yeah. So Annette actually edits a survival magazine.
Okay.
So she edits some of the copy, she edits some of the articles.
So what level of prepper are we at?
Well, okay. So she constantly has a go bag with her.
Okay.
She
Like in her car.
mostly with her at all times.
Let
Like a
me ask
backpack.
something that's going to make me seem crazy. So not everybody has a go bag in their car?
I mean, some people don't. Those people
Okay.
are foolish.
Yeah. I have a go bag.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
it's
even
kind
at
of
the
a go
fact-
bag.
Well, even at the fact,
To
like,
change your
if,
clothes,
right.
a pair of underwear.
if you get a flat
socks.
tire and it's cold out and you get all wet trying to change your tire, you want a change of clothes. You need something warm. You might need a flare because, you know, it's dark out.
Yep.
You might need a signal or not get
Have a
hit by one of
bicycle
those-
kit in it,
Right.
you know, a
Yeah.
pump.
Yeah. It's basic. There's the version of prepper that is basic being smart about how to stay alive
Sure.
and how to be safe and how to be comfortable. Like,
It just seems like an adult to me,
yes.
as opposed to like
Yeah.
some kind of crazy prepper. Now, I mean, the folks that are building giant shelters in their basements and doing like a lot of extra,
Right. I mean, you know,
that's where you lose me. When you're
because if you-
storing gallons of water and like
no, I do store water.
2 years of food in the
I
basement.
store water just because,
In your basement?
no,
Where?
but like, you know, having some
Where do
water
you
jugs
have it?
are great. Just in a closet, just some water jugs, you know, just basic water jugs, like just some bottled water stuff. So that, like, let's say the water gets turned off, you can flush a toilet or, you know, boil some water if you need to. So
Okay.
like a water main breaks. Sometimes the water is out for a day or so. You got some
Sure.
water. So
Sure.
having some water on hand is not a bad thing. So just switch it out every once in a while so you're not getting all yucky and stale. And having some like non-perishable food that you don't need to heat up. If your power is out and you're hungry, you want some snacks.
Mhm.
Like basic, just normal everyday stuff that you would have. You should have matches. You should have candles. Have some, you know, batteries.
Yeah.
Mr. Battery.
Yeah, I feel like all of that is like normal stuff to have. in
Right,
the
but a lot
house,
of people don't have this and they aren't thinking about that.
Okay.
Like,
I don't have it in a particular place to make me feel safe. I don't feel like I feel like that's a fool's errand.
if something major enough happens that you need to be in a survival situation, you will most likely die of things that you are not able to prepare for.
Correct.
So you're dying of diarrhea. You are going to shit yourself to death. That is most likely what is going to happen. Bad water is going to be there, and that's what's going to happen.
Yep.
And if you think you're going to survive on your own, in your own little island, that's highly unlikely,
Mhm.
no matter what. What you need is, hey, a community. That society is how we have grown, how we've gotten stronger.
Mhm.
You know, we didn't evolve as a species to be solo. And that's
Is
because
this
you need
your
community.
bid to not be taken as a lunatic from
Yes.
like the earlier episode? Is this you like trying to build a case?
Yes.
Look, I'm not a psycho.
Look, okay, I'm not a psycho. I just happen to have.
But if you break your leg,
Okay.
you're dead to me.
You're going to kill the rest of us. If you breaking your leg means that we're going to die because you broke your leg, I'm sorry, you got to go. But, if we can help you, we will. But not if it's going to hurt everyone else because the trolley problem. I'm not a psychopath. I'm just practical.
Yeah.
Very practical.
People who have to argue that they're not a psychopath.
But how many times has it been handy where, we'll go to decorate for an event and I'm the only one that has anything
The knife.
Right.
Right.
Or tape or something.
Right.
Like, we gotta.
Like I have it in the go bag, but no one ever remembers it's in the go bag.
Right.
No one.
No.
Yeah. There's a knife and an all tool in the go bag.
Yes.
And we always bring in the go bag. So, all right, guys.
Right.
Find Sam then. This is why it's Find Sam.
Honestly, that is, it's either find you or find me. And that's one of us will have the answer. And if not, you're probably just screwed at that.
And I'm the Find Me for the DJs and you're the Find Me for
if there's anything technical, yes. If it's anything like, what do we want to, where do we stick this thing on the wall?
Yeah.
Come to me. That's fine. We'll figure it out. So I don't think there's a difference between being like a crazy prepper because at some point you're just hoarding resources that aren't ultimately going to help you. We're not going to be in a Walking Dead situation.
Sure.
We're not going to be in a, most likely, you are not going to be in a situation in which you can survive on your own by just everything you have on your own.
Right.
You will need community in some way. You need a doctor. You need someone who can sew. You need someone who knows how to hunt. You need somebody who knows how to translate for somebody else that knows how to do something.
Right.
You need a lot of individuals. But Annette is more I am just keeping things near me to defend myself and take care of myself.
Mm-hmm.
So she'll have a lighter on her. She's got knives. She's got...
Solo survivor.
Yes. So she also has the best supporting character ever.
Yeah.
Sebastian's great. Don't get me wrong, but she has a service dog.
Oh, okay.
So we got a puppy.
Oh, puppy.
We got a puppy.
Oh, puppy.
So New is the dog's name.
New?
N-U.
Okay.
And New is a Great Dane mix. So massive Great Dane mix. And New is actually based off of Justin's own dog.
Okay.
The New's a real dog.
That's adorable.
I know. So New actually is a really important part. The dog does not die. Dog is fine.
Injury?
No injury.
Okay.
No, the dog is fine. Gets a little stressed out.
Sure.
The dog is fine. So
stressed dog is okay.
Right. So
does get stressed over not having snacks.
Right. But New is her service dog in the sense that he calms her down. So New calms Annette down, keeps her kind of grounded. And when our main situation happens, those strangers are following us.
Mm-hmm.
This is not just a coincidence. That's not a spoiler. That's the plot of the book is, it's not paranoia. They're actually following you.
Sure.
And now we got a problem.
Sure.
But that actually brings up the other set of characters in the book. So we have a biker gang.
Okay.
And they are, the stereotypical kind of like biker gang, not just motorcyclists, not just bikers. Obviously, I love motorcycles. I like riding on them. But this is like just bad people. Could be anybody. They could be driving anything. Their ringleader is not a great guy, obviously. But there's also like another cast of characters that also were involved here too. We have Maddie, who is the bed and breakfast. It's so hard to think of B&B instead of Airbnb. Isn't that weird? Like how far we've gotten from like a bed and breakfast to Airbnb. But Maddie owns the B&B and she is in league with these people too. And there's some overarching things going on too. But New is the one that helps ground Annette when all of these bad things are happening. So I love New. New is like my favorite new character in like anything. So I love a dog character, and we've done a couple books that have dog characters. So we did Poison Pink had one of the stories had the pugs.
Mm-hmm.
So I like the pugs. But New is an interesting character just because I don't think I've ever seen a dog written in that is this closely bonded and this much a part of the story. So I really liked how they represented that too, and
great.
how they represented what service animals do too. So again, good representation here too. So
Great.
there's lots of things going on here.
Dogs and books are fantastic.
I know, right? I love that. Or a cat or something else. So there's a cat that Justin has too named Jinx. He's a Rex cat. And I had my mother had a Rex, Devon Rex.
Oh.
So one of the little, like the kind of curly hair, and her name was Pie Wacket, which was named after a movie called Bell, Book and Candle, which is a Cary Grant film. And Pie Wacket, my mother's cat, used to lay on top of like the DVD player, and actually like her hair would like kind of like burn off because it was so hot.
Oh,
like
baby.
Laid on this hot thing forever. So, but yes, he has a Rex cat as well. Totally off topic there. So basically what we have here, I'm getting away from the plot. Annette and Sebastian want to have a nice weekend. They keep encountering this same group of bikers. Annette, who is off of her medications a little bit, doesn't necessarily know how long she's been off of them. She has it's not like a different personality, but like she calls who comes out when she doesn't have her meds Nettie instead of Annette. And then there's the extreme version of that, which is Nettles. And we don't want to see Nettles because Nettles is a little dangerous. And so we're towing that line of, hey, we just want to keep Nettie. Nettie's fun. Nettie wants to like do fun sex and stuff in the woods. Nettles is a different story.
Sure.
However, once they realize that, hey, this isn't a safe situation, she's not being paranoid. This is actually something going wrong, which takes Sebastian way too long to figure out, by the way. Like, he's so like polite about everything. He misses so many marks of like, oh, this is not correct. You are being lured into a situation. So, I love Sebastian, but he took too long to figure this out. But those bikers were following them. Those bikers are trying to trap her specifically. And she figures this out and decides she's going to make a run for it. She'll come back for Sebastian. She'll try and find him, but she's like, I'm getting out. This is what I have to do.
And is that because Sebastian's kind of downplaying, oh, they're not here for you. And she's like, bullshit, I'm out.
Yeah, it's not like she's doing it against him, but yes, that is actually exactly the dynamic that it is. So they're in this Airbnb, or not an Airbnb, a B&B. And the gang is like, oh, you know what? Your lights are on. You should come out here. Your lights are on. And he's like, okay, my lights are on. I'm going to go out there. His lights were not on. And she's like, no, absolutely not. I'm staying here. I'm locking the door and I'm going to try and crawl into the air vent. And guess what? His lights were not.
Sure.
So she decides to strike on her own. And that's where we get into like, this would be such a good, like, chase in the woods bad guy movie. So there's several people after her. And now she's got her little go bag. She's got her dog. And she has to fight human monsters. So that gets really, really fun.
Bikers in the woods.
Bikers in the woods. And, the bikers aren't the only danger that we have there. Obviously, there's the woods itself. There is a mysterious mansion in the distance.
Sure.
And is that going to be helpful?
This sounds like there's a lot of trigger heavy kind of items inside of here,
Yeah. And I mean, we can go over triggers now if you want.
We can go over that. I mean, it just seems like it's like, you got
There's a lot going
stalking,
on.
intimidation,
Yes.
mental health struggles, gaslighting.
Right. You have PTSD, you've got medication and lack of medication. And, I don't know if you have been, but I have been around people that have thought that they could go off their medication. And they cannot.
Sure.
And the reason they think they can go off their medication is
because they're good right now.
Right. The medication's working.
Right.
And they don't realize that the only reason that things are going well and that they feel okay is because of that medication. And they go through these cycles where, they think they're fine. And so they stop taking the meds because they don't like some of the side effects. Maybe they feel like they don't have, emotions, or there's, stomach problems or whatever. And they're like, cool, I'm fine. So I'm going to stop this. And then they don't realize when it's already too late where, oh boy, now we're in a situation. And it's really difficult for the person in that situation to help themselves. And normally they can't help themselves out of it.
Sure.
Normally they have to have help to get out of that situation. And that's where that cycle kind of continues,
Right.
where then they get into recovery, they take the meds again, and then they feel really good. And then everything's stable for a really long time. And maybe if I just don't take it for just a little bit, I'll be able to have fun, or I'll be able to do
I'll never
this.
understand that desire to stop feeling okay.
Because they think that they're okay naturally.
Sure.
Right. I know. It doesn't make any sense to us
Magic.
because we're not in that state.
Sure.
But this book does a very good job of describing that kind of situation where you're like, oh, you know what? To loosen up and have fun, I can control it.
Does it handle all those themes thoughtfully? I mean, are they mainly there to increase the tension, or like what's the thought here?
It actually is really thoughtful.
Okay.
So it treats medication appropriately,
'Cause
as
that's really hard.
I know.
You
So
know, I can't imagine trying to write about mental health issues,
oh yeah.
because that's a really tough, kudos to you. I mean, man, yeah.
It's yeah, and
That's a tough thing to do thoughtfully.
right.
You could do it where everybody's mass hysteria,
Yeah.
and treat it in that way. But if you're trying to actually have a thoughtful conversation about paranoia and,
Yeah.
I mean, borderline schizophrenia. I mean,
Yes.
that's what it sounds like is
Yeah, and
happening here.
that's she's not schizophrenic. It is a PTSD related situation, and sometimes those can cross streams as far as some of the results, but it actually does handle treatment very well, because there is not only trauma in her past that she's dealing with, but Sebastian, because of what happens in the situation, will ultimately need to seek some therapy as well. And it's basically viewed as a very healthy way of dealing with things. Like, this is how, just like you'd go to the doctor.
Sure.
If you break a bone, you're going to go to the doctor. You're going to get a cast. Maybe you fix it. Maybe you always have to take some, medication for your joints or whatever, but that's
Mhm.
how you address it. And that is how this book handles that.
Sure.
Now, Sebastian does think she's being paranoid, but that's mostly because he's just a nice guy and he's too polite.
Right.
And that brings up, like, how many times do we in normal day life let things go too far because we're being polite?
Right.
And that can be a real problem. And regardless of if you're a guy or a girl or NB or whatever, like, the societal pressure to be nice, to be polite, to conform to
Especially
social
in the
norms.
Midwest.
Right. We're all
The
nice.
Midwest's nice,
Right.
but it's not nice.
We can't say goodbye.
Yeah.
It's like an hour-long process.
Yeah.
You got to slap the knee first.
The Midwest goodbye.
Yeah.
So this book is grounded more in psychological horror than
Yeah.
anything with the spectacular or anything.
Right.
So, I mean, do you find that more terrifying than ghouls and goblins? Or
Absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah. I mean, there's a
because this is real life. I mean, this
Right.
could happen tomorrow.
right. So movies.
Whereas aliens eating your brains.
Right. You can kind of just get lost in that. So
Mhm.
the movies and the books that scare me the most are the ones that are grounded in either like a natural disaster
Mhm.
or a claustrophobic situation, or one where the humans are the monsters. Because all of those are things that are real.
Mm.
And all of those things are unpredictable and inescapable. And so those are the things that I actually get scared from.
Are you trying to say vampires aren't real?
No.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because we're vampires,
No.
right?
Wah,
Didn't we grow up to be?
wah.
Do you remember the end of Buffy the Vampire Slayer where they had the little
Yeah, yeah.
showing our age? But no, that's what scares me, because I can be jump scared by a ghost or by like a bleh, or like I love a monster.
Sure.
I love a monster. Do not ever show me the monster in a trailer. I will cut you. Don't ever show monster in a trailer.
You can show the monster.
No, unless it's like aliens.
Don't give me context.
If it's aliens where you already know the monster, if it's Predator, you already know what they look like, okay. Otherwise, do not show me the monster. That is the big reveal. That's the whole point of the movie. I want to wait and see the monster later.
Hellraiser never bothered me.
Okay, that's good. Again, you know what you're dealing with already.
But you didn't know when that movie came out. I guess my point is that if the context isn't there, my problem with modern, we had this debate last week. Well, we'll do it again. just for Sam. My problem with these types of things, with these trailers, are that it gives you all of the subtext of the plot. And
Yes.
it basically lays out the entire plot for you.
Yeah, I don't wanna know.
I
I
don't
wanna
wanna
watch the
know.
movie. I don't wanna watch the
I
movie
don't wanna
after
watch
I
the
watch the
movie.
movie.
Right.
Let me actually watch the movie.
Yes, correct. Now, if you're just showing like, I'll say, the plot of the, Evil Dead, right?
Yeah.
It's not really I mean, you don't
It's not.
really get into that, right? So you just get, like, snippets of what the
Flashes. Yeah.
flashes of what's
I'm
going
okay
on.
with that too.
Right.
That I'm okay with too,
Yeah.
but if you have,
You
like,
can show me
one
Freddy. You can show me Freddy, just don't show me the entire movie.
those are yeah, those are a little
Dream
bit
Warrior was a great, classic, cinema trailer.
yes, and there's exceptions to my rule, and I know now I'm, like, backtracking and backpedaling.
Gotcha.
Yes, you did, but that's because there's exceptions,
Sure.
where if the whole point of the movie is that there is a monster that you haven't seen yet, you better not flip and show it to me.
I would say a good example of what you're talking about is Soylent Green.
Oh, okay, yeah.
When they yell out, "Soylent Green is people,"
Right, and then you're
in a
like,
fucking trailer. What are we
Why am I
why
watching the
are we wa
movie?
yeah, you
Why am I
just
watching
revealed
it?"
the entire thing. Why don't you just go Citizen Kane, Red Rum is the fucking one
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like, let's just list out every let's make
Rosebud, yeah.
it's actually not a terrible,
No,
thing to do. It would be funny to make all these trailers and just ruin all these movies.
that's our new podcast, is
That's
ruining
fucking
every
yeah,
movie.
ruin every
No,
movie.
I you know what movie actually recently, 2024 actually did this very well is a Nicolas Cage film, because you know I love a Nicolas Cage film,
Sure.
and
He was in 17 films in
right, because
2024.
he'll do anything.
So, yeah.
He'll do anything. But The Arcadian, that was a monster movie.
Arcadian.
Well, Nicolas Cage's, but I don't know why
What's
they
the
even
name of
called
the
it that.
movie?
That's what it's called.
Yeah, but, like, what is refresh my memory. I've seen, like, all of
So it is a monster movie, and I actually think this is a movie with Nicolas Cage in it, not a Nicolas Cage movie.
Okay.
There's two different things. But this does
Is this the Freddy
No, there's actually, like, a monster, like, it's post-apocalyptic, there's monsters out there, and you're separated from other people, and you can't be out at certain times because the monsters are gonna get you. So almost like a Bird Box or a, whatever the, you know yeah.
Oh! Sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
and they did such a good job of, like, teasing the monster.
Mhm.
If you have a monster as your main reveal, tease me.
Sure.
Tease that monster,
Sure.
and then give me that big reveal, and I was like, "Oh."
Yeah.
It's very satisfying. Tease the monster. Um,
So getting back to,
right, yeah, so
Antoinette's whole philosophy of preparedness
yeah.
and her prepper thing, how realistic is it th that we are all prepared?
The way that she's prepared isn't actually all that off from something that would be reasonable.
Okay.
Now, she's got weapons,
Yeah,
which is different
give
than
me, like, 3 top things she's got in her bag.
okay, so she has, a knife, a butterfly knife, and she has a gun.
Okay. And then, like, change of clothes,
That
underwear.
she doesn't have,
Okay.
but that's hers. Now, that's different on what
You
your
know what I
3
have in mine?
yeah, what's your 3?
Uh, I mean, the one that I actually have in my car right now,
Yeah.
I have one of those straws where you can, like, drink
I have a
out of
life
the
straw
yeah,
too.
life straw.
Yes,
Yep.
yes.
I have a flashlight, obviously,
I thought you said a
battery's
flash.
plus. Yeah, flashlight. Most important, you know, keep the tubes clear, you
Great,
know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Yep.
Glad you have a healthy prostate.
Uh,
It's so obvious we don't rehearse this.
yeah, I know, we don't
But are those your top 3? Like, what are your if you had to leave the house with just 3 things and you were like, "I have to kinda be ready for anything," what would your 3 things be?
like an imagination land or what I actually have, because I don't carry a weapon.
No, what would you
I don't
actually
I have a knife.
Yeah.
So, probably a knife, life straw, and a flashlight,
Okay.
because with a flashlight, you can actually start a fire.
Well, yeah. I'm going, obviously the knife, I'm going to a lighter, and then I'm going with a space blanket
Okay.
because cold will kill you faster than almost anything else.
Sure.
So, obviously
Sure.
lighter, you can make fire, you can also see some
I
stuff,
mean,
so
I have a tarp in there,
yeah.
It's not like a space
yeah,
blanket,
but that's
it's
still a good. A tarp is a good one if you get it up off the ground. So this is where I love those survival shows. I love that show Alone. So they get like 10 things that they can bring with them. And at work, actually, last year we did um, you are in a plane crash and you have to rank the items that are left in the plane crash based on what is most important.
Mhm.
And, uh, well, I took a different route than some of my coworkers, which is I'm leaving you all and I'm gonna go see ya. But, the whole point was like,
Back to
what
the
is it?
psycho.
Well, hey, if you're just gonna sit there and be a lump and like whine about your leg or whatever, I'm gonna go not starve to death. Thanks.
Did you ever watch that Yellow Jackets?
I watched the first season, but can you?
Sure.
Yeah. This is where we do need that day. So we've said for years now where we have so much nonverbal communication that we need a day where we literally don't speak to each other. And that's why you just saw like should we do that? And then it happens. So we're not going to do that on the podcast though, because that would be really, really boring.
So let me ask
what's
you.
in your guys' go bag?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, what three things would you pick?
And what's the weirdest thing that you'd put in your go bag
Oh,
besides the fleshlight?
yeah, I wouldn't put that. The weirdest thing. That's a really good question because I don't have weird things really. It's very practical. Like I have a poncho, like I've got a change of clothes, socks, some like those little foldable shoes, that you could use, a compass, some Band-Aids, like, basic stuff. I don't think I have anything weird. I do have like, a couple, like, okay, weirdest thing that I have in my go bag is I've got quarters,
Okay.
which seems like it would be weird, but like, let's say you do get stranded and you need to, I mean, obviously not make a phone call anymore, but let's say you need to go like buy yourself something. At least you've got some quarters going.
Mm-hmm.
So people don't always think about like, hey, have some cash on you. Like, have some cash for an emergency. That's as weird as I get.
Yeah, my weirdest one isn't probably very weird.
Right.
It's cutlery.
You know what? I have that too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have the pot and pan collapsible cup.
Yeah.
Like, okay, if you've used your life straw,
You need cup.
right? You need cup. How are you going to boil water if you need to?
Yep.
If your life straw's done, you broke it, whatever. Cup. So we're both so practical that I don't think that. You know what we should add? What people don't think about is like a deck of cards.
Yeah, entertainment.
Because like boredom will kill real quick too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not quick, but we'd probably, I don't know, I'd be fine just like poking around at critters under a log.
Sure.
For a long period of time.
Yeah.
I do that at home already.
I mean,
little isopods.
We grew up in the woods. So,
we did. We were
yeah.
feral. We were absolutely feral all the time. And I don't think anybody that grew up without an analog childhood understands how feral we were. So, yes. So would we survive?
Dun, dun, dun.
You do really well here. You finally do really well. So you're a bigger, confident guy who doesn't project fear easily at all. Like you're going to be like, let's go.
Yeah.
You're not going to show fear. And that alone changes the dynamics for almost any confrontation that there is. You're not an easy target. So instantly people who intimidate others are not going to pick you.
Yeah.
So you automatically do really, really well. Plus you're friendly and you can kind of like disarm people with jokes and stuff too. So you're jovial. Your only real weakness though is that you assume that things can just be handled.
Yeah.
That's really all. And you're a lover, not a fighter. Mine, I did pretty high just because I would be like, this is weird, I'm out. Again, like that's always my excuse, but like, it's usually like, nope.
Yeah.
And I'm just like gone automatically. So I'd probably keep the like, hey, these people are messed up really like quickly. And I, have the practical go bag as well. I would be though maybe overly curious. So I'd want to understand like why they were doing what they were doing,
right.
Which actually does come up in this book too. So there might be an overarching reason and Annette's going to find it out. we do very well together. I put us at 90%.
Ooh.
And that is because as long as you listen to me when I say we should probably go, we're fine. Absolutely fine. As long as we go, we're fine. Trigger warnings, we already went over those. As far as shelf neighbors, for books, I want to say there's a Christopher Triana and Ryan Harding book called The Night Stalkers. That is ordinary people trapped with violent strangers. We also have Brother by Anya Alborg, which we will cover at some point. Really, it's a much darker, much more disturbing book, but it's the human horror element to that too. But there's some movies that actually do really well for this book as well. So like The Green Room, that's a great one for like, hey, this situation would have been fine and now it's not. Or The Invitation, which I love The Invitation. So that one too. Other than that, what do we got going on here?
Oh man, we've got it stacked.
So stacked.
Stacked.
Post-prom stacked.
Yeah, everything is always stacked. So we got Friday the 13th of Mad Planet. Man, the numbers on that are looking absolutely
spend
phenomenal.
Friday the 13th with us.
Yeah. Everybody's been calling it because I use Elvira. I love Elvira, Mistress of the Dark.
Yes.
Come on. So I always use her on a Friday the 13th poster.
And a Black Cat.
Yeah, Black Cat. So come out to see that. And then also Goth Dad's Gridmark Side Quest. Yeah, Goth Dad's coming. We're going to do that at the Hyatt.
Spaceship.
Yeah, in the spaceship, in the view. It's a 360 panoramic view of the city. And I think that's worth the admission alone.
Oh, yeah.
Just to go up there and look in there.
Yeah.
And then you get a full dance party in Goth Dad along on top of it.
And I'm going to stay against the wall away from the windows.
Yeah. 1984 is coming up at X-Ray Arcade. And
that is a hot lineup.
That's a lineup and a half.
That is heavy.
We just decided to get every DJ.
Every DJ.
Every DJ.
Every good DJ in Milwaukee is doing
Yeah. Everyone that does retro nights, I would say.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, there's some DJs out there. They do their they do the good stuff. But the folks that are doing retro, this is like the creme de la creme.
Yeah, you have to. Honestly, if you do any event this spring, do that one.
We're missing Don Black. Don Black is taking one for the team and going to Mad Planet.
Oh yeah.
While we're
doing all the
suck the oxygen out of Mad Planet.
There's room for everyone.
Yeah.
Before
and then just hold on.
Oh.
Spook It, Read and Watch.
Yes.
So we got to make sure that we are launching this because this is coming very soon.
Yeah.
Very soon. I mean, we had a summer day yesterday.
We did.
It was an Indian summer day, but I'll fucking take it.
Yeah. Today sucked.
Yes.
Before we go, vendors are announced for Spooky Frog, but I have an update. We will have actual frogs at the Spooky Frog Fair. Actual frogs. So we partnered with J&R Aquatic Animal Rescue. They are basically the only rescue in Wisconsin that will take exotics with like no questions asked unless it's something that has to go to a zoo. And that is a service they provide that really nobody else does, which is fantastic. I actually sponsored a educational animal there. He's a Pac-Man frog, and his name is Anthony Hopkins.
Oh, adorable.
So they're going to actually be bringing some animals to the Spooky Frog Book Fair. You can not touch them.
Okay.
They have to stay caged because there was apparently a tarantula incident at one of the hotels. So now but you can see frogs. We will have actual frogs, and you can support the rest.
You know, I heard through the grapevine that you like frogs.
Really?
Yeah. It's a rumor.
Don't get me started because I'll start talking about Blobbert and how he woke up from hibernation last night and all this stuff. So, and then next book is Retown by Boris Basic.
Okay.
I love that book. I'm very excited. It is a big book. I like it. Spend some time on it. I am going to contact Boris. I met him at a book event last year in Indiana, and he actually like recognized me from like talking online. I'm like, so I am very excited about that. But yeah, we've got like 50 authors and vendors now.
That's great.
And we got DJ Ferngully.
Ferngully!
And we got DJ Cynthia.
DJ Cynthia.
And we got you.
Oh, I'm there too. This is exciting stuff.
Yes, and snacks.
Snacks. Snacks are always good.
Snacks. But that's what we got.
That's what we got. All right. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.